Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, I was just uh, exchanging some comments with the silent hunter. And yes, I was on the supermarket at 7 a.m. It just opened. I didn't sleep. And I was going like the usual, have a croissant, some coffee somewhere and sit. And I said, I don't want coffee and croissant. Today I want sushi, and some wine. Yeah, stupid sushi, they don't even give you some sticks inside or something. A little bag, small bag of wasabi, on them. And yeah, I was talking to the silent hunter about these traumas of the morning because they woke me up like a billion times to go to school, to go to torture center. I don't have enough sleep, and they woke you up as a child to go and sit and listen to perverts talking to you for 4 hours. Then you have 1 hour break, then another 4 hours. You know, 6 days a week or something, torture for 4 years. And I stand this, I had to do everything right. And now I'm reconquering this moment of the day. Those last day, sometimes I just woke up early or I don't sleep and I go in this stuff. And I don't have a breakfast. Maybe I will have some wine and another kind of food. Yeah, just for the sake of doing what I want in this moment and not being subject to this trauma, years of trauma. So yeah, sometimes our past just stop us from moving. We keep the memory of suffering, and we have to erase it. Not erase it by digging it, and keeping the wounds, hurting, but really put something better on it. This is why I'm having Argentinian wine and supermarket sushi, which opened at 7 a.m. And I had it on this park of children next to the school actually, but still quiet because nobody is still out. And then you hear them getting into the school to their center of yeah. I mean, the Vietnam here is much better than the Vietnam I was. So they are not that much suffering, but still it is it is factory of slaves and dump people. Yeah, so we have to forget about this past of us. The past will keep us down if we keep suffering. So we have really to solve it on a vibrational level. Solve it for real. Yeah, usually the human beings are living into the mental, the thinking, and the emotion. This is their band of frequency. But it's very narrow in between the two polarities. This is very narrow. So if you go over the mental, you go to higher forms of a spirit. You have also to go deeper into the matter. So that means deeper than the emotional field. The emotional field is just something in between the matter and the immaterial. Just at the surface of the body, it's not really the body. So you have to enter the matter, the field of the matter, which the body is the access, is the portal for the consciousness to flood the matter. So we have to go beyond this emotions and human feelings. Yeah, so this creating with your thoughts and feelings, which so many people talk about, it's bullshit at the end. It's the bullshit. We have to widen our frequencies above the thinking and under the emotional toward the matter. We have to be more of beings with the real power. The thinking process is really, they say, related to the illusion of space. Thinking is related to the illusion of space, and space is a construct of the sum of all the consciousness. And thinking is very related to this construct of space, which is the construct of the consciousness. Separating. And the emotional field is linked to time, they say, time, to the illusion of time. So when you heal something in yourself, sometimes you are put back into some geographical places and into some moment in time in your life. When you are a kid, at this moment, you are put there. When you try to shift up, you are put into some place geographically or into a moment in time, or both at the same time. And it is usually a point where you took some decision. You decided to protect yourself and compromise with this reality because you are a child and you didn't have the choice. Otherwise, those perverts will end up killing you in the school or in your families. So you are put back into this coordinate of space and time just to solve it. So you are solving it in space and time, actually, in this illusion of space and time. This is how we work for now, but we will change this. But it is still there. We will be put in some geographical point in time, just like Edge of Tomorrow, when he has this vision of the dam, so he has to go there for some reason. And it was an illusion also. It was not a real solution. But he had to go there to understand it. So we go back in this moment and we solve them. We grow up because still there is this language of space and time. So don't be. If you see this phenomena happening a lot when you evolve, that you are put somewhere in space, somewhere in time. It's very natural. It's the coordinate where you decided to maybe thicken your firewall, which is your ego, to protect yourself. The ego is necessary to survive with those perverts, necessary when you are a child, especially when you don't have enough power. Now our power is growing, and the firewall, we don't need it. We don't need this armor as it is, because we need to deploy our power. That means deploy in the everything. So this is where the ego is getting challenged by the being. The firewall is not needed like it was. The operating system is powerful enough to withstand the everything. This is when you can drop the ego. But don't play dropping the ego when you are made of bullshit inside. Drop it when you are having a solid structure, when you find your divine energy. The ego is many levels, even in your body, protecting the fields of your body, the matter, so you don't access the whole matter, the whole field, which is the real power. This deeper field, deeper than the emotion. It's in the atoms, but to go there you have to drop this ego, physical ego. If you do it and you are not ready, you will be invaded by all this vibration, and you're going to be dismantled, falling sick or clotting your veins or who knows what, like those subhumans which deserve their fate. So many lessons have been presented to them through the years. The same scenario has been done with this swine disease or bird disease, and they keep the same story, and the big pharma keep being exposed, but nobody gives a shit. So they deserve what they happen to them. I have no feeling toward those body getting those stupid humans getting necrosed, losing their limbs, fingers, getting clogged. I don't give a shit. Big pharma has been exposed many times by people at the expense sometimes of their life, of their jobs. And you keep this shit like nothing happened. You deserve your shit. I have many examples of this. I keep a very place in my heart of the children that you are making suffering, that I didn't need to see suffering in the street. Young kids masked in the street. Motherfuckers, you deserve to be necrosed. You deserve to be rejected by the matter. you know. And I don't know with what you have been spliced to, with what informational field, but apparently the nature rejected the plan at the expenses of your bodies. You're going to be necrosed. The material world is rejecting your uh, your master's project, and you deserve it. You deserve to go with it in the sewage. And shame on you to what you did to the children. I'm talking like this because I informed people many years. I had those pigs coming to me in the streets in a fucking Western country to telling me to put a mask, and I end up in their headquarter of their pigs, explaining to them the human rights and everything. You know, I had to do this. And one of the best moments in my life is to see one of the face of those pigs when I refused to sign the paper that explains why I am here, why they took me in their dirty car, and I refused to acquiesce to the scenario they write, and I see this pig face turning white, and it was one of the best moments in my life. Then I went out, and this story was continuing. You know, it was like 1 year ago or something, and I see what they do to their children and everything, and I said, okay, I will do nothing to those people. I will not speak. They are doing their fate. They need this experience, and me, I needed this experience, which made me lose this animalistic connection, the egregore connection with those people. Egregores are for animals, and I totally lost it with this story. It helped me find my freedom, this Coco situation. So I am very happy that this happened, you know, that I have seen what they are, and I lost my illusion to these animals needing to be farmed and being bullshitted. They know, they're not bullshitted. By now they should know. You know, I had one I know, a guy I know, we talked before this Coco situation, we talked even about the 911 event, and he seemed kind of a little bit of hope. But when this Coco happened, nothing. He applied the program like everybody, and we had some kind of strong interaction. Now he's stinged and shit, and I don't give a shit about what happened to them anymore, because everything was there for them to see. Okay, so this was the video, just to continue those comments I had with the Silent Hunter, which you can find on he comments on the video, and there is a video of him in my channel. So yes, bro, we are conquering back our territory, our field. Yeah, bit by bit, but surely. Okay, there was a video which has been censored, which was talking about satellites. I put it on Odyssey. I have the option to acquiesce to it to be cut by YouTube. You know, it's a copyright problem, and the moment they want to cut, it's exactly the most interesting moment. So I may do it just to see how they're gonna cut it. So if you see it popping again and with no sound or sound missing, it is just for the sake of the test. I will put you the Odyssey link, which has the full uncensored video about the satellites and how they expose themselves. See you next time.